Hi, my name is Robert Chelle with Chelle Law, and my law firm assists social media influencers with management contract issues. So, if you are an influencer, at some point you will likely reach out to an agency, a specific agent, a manager, someone who's going to facilitate the sponsorship opportunities that any influencer can get. And you will ultimately sign a contract as well, which kind of dictates the terms of the relationship between the influencer and the agency. So in all of those types of contracts, there's going to be a clause that's called exclusive management. And this is going to dictate kind of what the influencer can do and can't do. And exclusive management simply means that whoever you sign with is going to be the only party that facilitates deals between you and a brand. So even if let's just say a brand contacted the influencer directly, if they had an exclusive management contract, it's very likely there will be language in there that states, even if we had nothing to do with this deal, if someone contacts you for some kind of opportunity, you have to refer them to the agency. And then the agency would be the ones that that undertakes the negotiation with the sponsor, and then they would reach some kind of agreement, and then that opportunity would be presented to the influencer. Additionally, it's the job of any manager or agency to go out and find deals for the influencer. And once again, they would be the only party that would be allowed to do that. So even if you had a friend that came to you with a deal, or even if another agent came to you with a deal, if you have an exclusive management contract with an agency or an agent, they will not be able to get compensated for whatever they bring to you. You would be required to then forward that to your agency. And then once again, they would be the one to facilitate the opportunity. Now, why is this? Quite simply, if someone is managing you, they're going to want to benefit from the commission percentage that's been negotiated between the two parties. 20% is kind of an industry standard amount. So if someone brought to you a sponsorship opportunity and it was, $2,000 a month, something like that, if they got 20% of that, every month that you would get paid, the manager would receive 20% of 2,000, and then that is how the compensation would occur between the two parties. Now, there are also clauses that likely will state if the influencer decides to terminate the management agreement, any sponsors that the influencer has, had a relationship with while with the management company, they'll still have to pay the commission percentage for a period of time after the contract is terminated. So most of the time, that's 1 year. So let's say you established a relationship with a meal prep company, and then you decide, I'm going to move on to a different manager. But the meal prep company still was like, hey, even though you're not with the manager, we still want to associate with you. The contract would likely state, if it's an exclusive management contract, that even if they are no longer your manager, you still have to pay them the 20% for a year after the contract terminates. That's pretty standard. I mean, obviously, the biggest fear of any management company is they're going to bring a bunch of deals to an influencer. The influencer terminates the contract, and then they essentially avoid having to pay the 20% to the agency or manager, whoever brought them the deal. Now, where you can negotiate is certainly the amount of time after the contract ends that kind of payback percentage would last. And then always negotiating the percentage of what the agent or manager would receive is also something that's negotiable. Are exclusive management contracts good or bad? Well, on the most part, they're good. Most influencers are not as savvy as a reputable marketing agency, and they have established relationships with companies, and they have a broad reach, and they can generally bring you things that you either wouldn't know how to bring to yourself or have the contacts to facilitate those deals. And then the brands can also, the agencies can also, push their people onto the different, marketing opportunities and say, hey, look, we have a client, they fit this profile, we think they'd be a great match for your brand. And for the most part, an influencer, although they could do those things themselves, it's much quicker and, kind of establishes their identity and brand faster if they're working with a marketing firm or an agent or a manager. Now, there will be some people who tell an influencer, I can do all of these things for you. And the percentage, maybe even more than 20%. Always look to see what's the track record of this person. Who else have they represented? Even contact the people that they've represented to determine if they've done a good job. Usually people who are bad or burn influencers can get a bad reputation quickly, and that spreads, amongst the influencers, and you can kind of figure out, all right, this person is, just trying to take advantage of the influencers. But always do your due diligence when you are about to sign an exclusive management contract, because there will have repercussions after the contract ends. If you have any questions about your influencer management contract or would like to have us take a look at it, please call my law firm at the phone number listed below in the description. Or you can reach us through our website, ChelleLaw.com. If you thought this video was helpful, please like, subscribe to the channel. We release videos every single day, and I appreciate you watching the video. Thanks.